Welcome, wrestling fans. Tony Schiavone and I am here along with Jesse the Body, and this is WCW Nitro. We've got the WCW World Heavyweight Champion here live from Oklahoma City. We're going to be seeing Diamond Dallas Page in action against Hollywood Hulk Hogan in a non-title match.
Well, I find it very interesting that he's going to go one-on-one with Hogan in a non-title match. Why wouldn't he put the title on the line if he was a fighting champion?
Well, right now is not the time for a title match. That's all there is to it. There are other events coming up, including the Clash of the Champions in the very near future, and the title will be on the line at that occasion.
Well, to me, it just sounds like a cop-out if you're wanting to know the truth. But all that said, we're going to be seeing a lot of the best of the WCW right here as we continue the countdown to 2K18.
Indeed, the countdown does continue when we return with WCW Nitro. All right, fans, we are back, and this is the #1 contenders match to determine who will face the brand new Cruiserweight champion Rey Mysterio.
Well, you know what? As we said, the Clash of the Champions is coming up, and Rey Mysterio will be defending that newly won Cruiserweight title at that event. But you're looking at the guy who should be the #1 contender, in my opinion. He's a former champion. Wait a minute. Why is he wearing the belt right now?
Well, he says he lies, he cheats, he steals. Apparently, he has taken the Cruiserweight title back.
Well, we know that belt belongs to Rey Mysterio. We saw what happened last time out in what I would call a bit of an upset personally.
Well, there has been some rumblings going on in the locker room in the back, but I didn't know what to make of it. Now I think I've got a much better idea. Eddie Guerrero still has the belt, but he is not the champion.
Well, I don't know. What I just saw on the screen a moment ago said he was.
All right, here he comes. The man of 1,000 holds, Dean Malenko.
Top contender for that Cruiserweight title anytime, any place, anywhere. Man of 1,000 holds, and that's for a good reason. That's because he knows at least that many, if not more.
The shooter, Dean Malenko, in the ring. Eddie Guerrero outside the ring, and here comes their opponent.
Yeah, you're looking at him right now. That's Perry Saturn, and I believe he is going to be the man to face the Cruiserweight champion. Now, I'm still curious to know if that's Rey Mysterio or Dean Malenko.
All right, fans, we are getting ready for the opening bell. Triple threat match to kick off this week's edition of WCW Nitro. Nice sit-out slam right there by Perry Saturn on Dean Malenko to get things started.
Well, the title match was a triple threat as well, if you'll recall, and Eddie Guerrero did the smart thing in that one as well by sitting outside the ring and biding his time. You saw him doing it again right here tonight, but then he came in quickly as Perry Saturn went for an early submission hold.
Oh, and Saturn just drops the former champion. Suplex attempt right here by Malenko. He's got Saturn. Drives him.
Real good move right there on Perry Saturn, who's really rattled by that one. And now we see Dean Malenko going to work on Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, Guerrero caught him coming in. It is a free-for-all. There are no friends in this one.
Absolutely. You've got to have one man win by pinfall or submission, and that's all. Oh, look at this right here. This is move number 198.
198?
198 in the book of 1,000 moves of Dean Malenko.
Great reversal right there on Malenko. Just planted Eddie Guerrero face first. Turns him inside out with that variation of a clover leaf.
And now Eddie Guerrero in a lot of trouble. You see the pain wrecked in the face of Eddie Guerrero, but he is saved by Perry Saturn, who knows that if Guerrero taps out, Saturn's chances of advancing to the Clash of the Champions go along with him.
One of these three men are going to be challenging for the Cruiserweight Championship at the Clash of the Champions. Which one will it be? Eddie Guerrero just planted. Fans, we remind you, the 2K18 season is just weeks away. You'll determine the future of the 2K18 season as we have a 2 count right here.
Wow, almost 3 right there, almost.
The ratings of the videos that are posted for the next 4 weeks will go a long way in determining the future here on the Nation Network. View count, likes, comments. Look at this.
He just caught Eddie Guerrero in midair. Look at that move right there by Perry Saturn. He might be going on to the Clash of the Champions.
And you hear this audience, this live capacity crowd chanting, "This is awesome."
Well, it is. You'll see nothing like this anywhere else.
And now Malenko going to try and take advantage of the situation, almost does, but Eddie Guerrero able to kick out the back door.
Very fortunate right there, because Eddie Guerrero, I wasn't so certain was going to be able to.
And now Eddie Guerrero hammering down on the head of Dean Malenko.
Well, I've got to tell you right now, my biggest surprise right now is that this capacity crowd here in Oklahoma City is able to count to 10.
Guerrero would have been nailed right there, but he manages to get out. Perry Saturn sends him to the turnbuckle, shoulder to the midsection.
I would definitely say Perry Saturn has the strength advantage in this one.
Hooks the leg, it's 1, 2.
Very, very close once again.
Nice go behind right there by Dean Malenko. And now Malenko, butterfly, sit out, suplex, goes for the cover. Referee going a long way to get there.
Well, I tell you right now, that referee was so out of position. That was the determining factor. Had he been where he belonged, that might be a match over right there.
Going for the cover now, Malenko.
Malenko, as accomplished as he is, as well experienced, very surprising that he wouldn't hook a leg in a moment like that.
Perry Saturn, nice fireman's carry right there. Malenko is down. Fighting his way back is Malenko. Eddie Guerrero outside the ring.
Oh, he's going after the ankle and the knee right here.
Once again, out of self-preservation, Eddie Guerrero breaking the hold.
Free fall suplex, nicely executed right there. Perry Saturn, this time he hooks the leg. Dean Malenko's not going to be able to break the save.
But Eddie Guerrero still able to kick out, still has enough left in the tank, so to speak.
One of these men will be challenging for the Cruiserweight title at the Clash of the Champions. Which one will it be?
Oh, look at this! Eddie Guerrero celebrating, but Dean Malenko having nothing to do with it.
Tremendous suplex right there by Perry Saturn. I thought he might go for the pinfall out of that, but didn't do it.
And Eddie Guerrero there to break up the 3 count. Saturn, wide drop kick, and Guerrero is stunned.
Nice European uppercut right there. This one going back and forth. I'm loving the action in this one. The fans here in Oklahoma loving the action in this one.
Perry Saturn looks like it's 2. He gets 3.
I predicted it once again. The body knows.
Well, I've got to admit one thing. The body has been accurate on a very high percentage of his predictions throughout the 2K17 season.
Very, very high percentage.
We look back at moments from this one. Perry Saturn here into the turnbuckle. Dean Malenko takes him down. Here was a pin attempt. We thought it was going to be over. Eddie Guerrero makes a save.
Well, here was a big move right there. Perry Saturn with that sit-out slam, and he hooks the leg.
Perry Saturn will be challenging for that Cruiserweight title at the Clash of the Champions.
Well-earned victory, in my opinion. I give all credit in the world to Perry Saturn.
All right, fans, stay with us. We've got so much more action coming your way here on WCW Nitro. All right, fans, we are back. This is a grudge match. We have seen Harlem Heat and the Steiner brothers battling it out for weeks here on Nitro. Tonight it'll be one-on-one. Booker T going up against Rick Steiner.
Well, you know what? You can say it's one-on-one, but when it comes to these dudes, you never really know. We know Scott Steiner is in the building, and we know Stevie Ray is probably around here somewhere not too far away.
Well, anything possible, but it's scheduled to be one-on-one. We'll see how it turns out. Fans, if WCW is what you want to see during the 2K18 season, you've got the power, you have the control. Click that like button. Tell your friends to watch and subscribe. Viewer count, likes, all of that will be taken into consideration here at the Nation Network as we determine the course of the 2K18 season.
Well, I happen to know for a fact there's going to be a great diversity in programming over the next 4 weeks as we determine the direction of next season.
All right, here he is, one half of the Steiner brothers, Rick Steiner, the dog-faced gremlin, as he makes his way to the ring.
Collegiate standout for the University of Michigan, very accomplished amateur wrestler. Of course, his professional record is absolutely amazing. He and his brother, one of the most decorated tag teams of all time.
They have definitely taken the world of tag team wrestling and brought it into a different dimension, no doubt about that. Oh, look at this. A show of sportsmanship. Who'd have believed that?
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm very surprised. All right, we've got the crowd here once again starting to count. Let's see if they can do it twice. I'll be a little bit surprised, I won't lie.
Well, you see the crowd sound is kind of fading here and there. We're having problems with our audio. Again, as we count down to 2K18, we can't wait but look forward to what glitches they have to come out with in 2K18.
Well, I don't know. Every year they get better, so we can only hope for better glitches, don't you think?
Maybe the crowd will just disappear totally in the middle of a match.
I think it would be even better if the ring disappeared.
All right, the men make it back into the ring. Wow, look at this Booker T with a DDT and Rick Steiner feeling it.
Oh, he's got him up right there. It is. Now, normally I would be used to Booker T having a power advantage, but I'm not really sure he does. I think these guys match up very evenly.
Oh, it's a bookend. Hooks the leg. This could be it. 1, 2.
Oh, and just barely getting his shoulder up. Rick Steiner.
And the crowd goes mild.
Booker T once again playing to the crowd, trying to rile them up. Good luck with that. They're dead.
Both these men exchanging blows in the middle of an empty arena.
Might as well be, right?
Belly-to-belly suplex, and down goes Booker. Sit out butterfly suplex that time by Rick Steiner. And he drops the big elbow.
Well, Rick Steiner, not the most tightly wrapped individual you'll ever meet. He's a little bit loose upstairs, if you know what I'm saying.
Booker T off the middle rope, nobody home, and now Steiner throws him for the ride.
But I have to admit, I'm still surprised at the way this one started off with the handshake. I was not expecting that. I don't think anybody here was either. And right there, that's a big mistake in my opinion. Booker T needs to finish this guy off. He should be ignoring the fans the way they're ignoring half of this match.
Neck breaker right there by Booker T. Shades of the Ravishing One. Big Impact Spinebuster now goes to work on the leg of Rick Steiner. And Steiner just stunned him with that jaw jacker, but look at this. Russian leg sweep by Booker T.
Well, it's been back and forth throughout this whole match, so I'm not very surprised we're seeing what we're seeing now. But look at this, Booker T sizing him up, and if he can hit him with another one, and it looks like he's going to, this match might be all over right here.
Referee in position this time. It's 1, 2. Oh, and Steiner just barely getting that shoulder up.
You have to give credit where credit is due. Rick Steiner surviving where many, many others would not.
Belly to belly suplex, and he plants him with it. Boots on the face, and now Steiner. He'll do it again. Yes.
Now going to work on the arm. I tell you, Rick Steiner, he's been on the receiving end of a lot of punishment, but so has Booker T as he gets nailed with another one of those tremendous belly-to-belly suplexes.
Big elbow drop and Steiner down. Didn't hook a leg, didn't get 3.
Yeah, it's pretty simple math when you think about it. If you want the 3 count, then you got to hook the leg.
Neither one of these men has compromised their opposition enough to score the 3 count yet. But that's the Harlem Hangover, and he nailed him with it.
That should be all she wrote right here.
He kicks out again.
Look at the look on the face of Booker T. He's surprised. I'm surprised. And I think every one of these Oklahomians is surprised too.
Going for the bookend.
No way he kicks out. Not this time. Booker T's got the leg. He's pulling back on it. And he's got the 3 count.
There's your winner, Booker T. Fans, we're going to look back on moments of this one. This was one heck of a match.
Where we talked about the fact that these guys have been going at it in tag team action for weeks now. We got to look at them one-on-one, and Harlem Heat gets the notch in their belt here tonight.
And there you see it. Your winner, ladies and gentlemen, Booker T. Stick around. We've got plenty more action coming your way here on WCW Nitro, including the WCW World Heavyweight Champion, Diamond Dallas Page. All right, fans, we are back, and it is time. One of our two featured events of the evening. This is a non-title match featuring the WCW World Heavyweight Champion Diamond Dallas Page. He'll be going up against Hollywood Hulk Hogan in just a few moments.
Well, the reality is this: when you go up against Hollywood Hulk Hogan or any member of the NWO, you're going up against the NWO.
Diamond Dallas Page will be defending that title at the Clash of the Champions. We get a look right there at the current WCW Tag Team Champion Scott Hall, Kevin Nash, as they lead the way for Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Well, Hollywood Hulk Hogan, no surprise there. I'm not a huge fan of his, never have been, never will, but I will give credit where credit is due. He's finally dumped these fans off his back and has come up with a little bit of a mean streak, and that part I do like. What's with the twins in the front row there?
All right, still a lot of questions as to who Diamond Dallas Page will be facing at the Clash of the Champions. Hogan wanting to make a strong case that it should be him, and a win here tonight will go a long way in doing just that.
Well, I would dare say that if he wins this match tonight, he has to be the number one man.
Early on this one, Hogan with control as he continues to batter down the world champion.
Keep in mind, we don't often see the world champion in ring action here on WCW Nitro, so this is a rare event in its own right.
Later tonight, we've got Goldberg in action as he'll be going up against the monster Sid.
Well, that's one that I've been waiting for a very, very long time. I want to see what happens. The unstoppable force against the immovable object, and I want to be there when it happens.
From the top rope, Dallas Page, and he missed. Hogan was ready for him.
Hollywood suckered him in, and I've got to give credit, as much as I hate to Hollywood Hulk Hogan. He is fighting a brilliant match here tonight. He's gotten the best of Diamond Dallas Page every step of the way.
What is Hogan going to do now? He's got Diamond Dallas Page in the middle of the ring. Going to work on the knee.
Well, if he can turn him into a one-legged fighter, that would definitely go a long way. And you got to keep something else in mind, too. Hogan doesn't have to beat Diamond Dallas Page. All he's got to do is soften him up for another match in the future when the title's really on the line.
We see Scott Hall, Kevin Nash. Springboard by Dallas Page. Cross body block, and Hogan is down. And now the champion going to work on Hogan. One thing we know is if Diamond Dallas Page pulls out that diamond cutter on Hogan at any point in the match, it can be all over.
Well, yeah, it could be, but we'll see if it is.
Goes for the cover, hooks the leg.
Well, Diamond Dallas Page did do the right thing by hooking the leg, but it's way too early in this match to think you're going to pin Hollywood Hulk Hogan like that.
Fans, once again, this is the countdown to 2K18, and you will decide the direction of the Nation Network for the next 12 months. Hogan, big boot right to the chest of the champion.
Hogan really fighting a good match here tonight. Working the back, working the leg. He is really just anything he can do, he is doing right now.
But Hogan missed coming up the ropes. Dallas Page was ready for him.
How ready was he? He's already back on the defensive. Diamond Dallas Page's problem here tonight is maybe he's distracted by the outside presence of the NWO, but he hasn't been able to put any offense together. He's had a couple of moves here and there, but Hogan has dominated the vast majority of the offense in this one.
Well, he has, and you see Hollywood Hulk Hogan playing up to these fans here ringside. And now DDP with a back elbow breaks free of the hold. Both men exchanging blows. Diamond cutter. He got him.
Well, just like that. Wait a minute. That's what I'm talking about right there. He caught Hogan with that diamond cutter. Should have gone for the cover, but was distracted by the presence of Kevin Nash.
Well, it appeared Nash said something to him.
I don't care what he said. You should have been going for the cover. Now look what happened. He turned his back, gave Hogan the opportunity to get himself together. Now Hogan's in the driver's seat.
Hogan hooks the leg. It's 2.
Kevin Nash never got on the apron, never threw a foreign object into the match. No way he should have been distracted like that. You're the World Heavyweight Champion. You've got to have stronger mental capacity.
Well, it was definitely a mistake, and with any luck, it's one he'll learn from moving forward in this match and in the future. Back elbow by Hogan, turns him around now. Diamond Dallas Page escapes and goes from behind. Now Hogan once again returns the favor.
Belly to back suplex by Hogan, and Diamond Dallas Page folds it up like an accordion.
Referee down for 2. Oh, Diamond Dallas Page just barely. He didn't even kick out.
No, he shrugged down on that one. Had Hogan hooked the leg, he would have had this match.
Back and forth with the pin attempts. Both men failing to score the 3 count.
Well, another thing you could say about both men is both men failing to hook the leg most of the time.
Hogan's got him up. Power slam. Deposits him in the middle of the ring.
Now he hooks the leg. Will it be enough?
Did he get him?
Wait a minute. He say that was a 2 count? Oh, I heard 3 clear as a bell.
It looked like he signaled to the ring keeper as well, the timekeeper at ringside.
All sorts of shenanigans going on in this one. I'm no Hulk Hogan fan, but the bottom line is this. It looked to me like Hollywood had the victory.
Off the rope, there's the leg drop, and Dallas Page in trouble. Can he kick out again?
Oh, wait, what was that? The referee anticipated a count or a kick out. He stopped counting early. Somebody's got to do something about that.
Hogan stands him up, working on Diamond Dallas Page. He's been busted open. Page is bleeding.
Now Diamond Dallas Page coming back with a spinning clothesline. Now Kevin Nash I don't blame him for getting involved. We've just seen Hollywood screwed not once but twice.
Diamond cutter!
Look at the blood flowing down the face of Diamond.
Oh, Kevin Nash! Come on!
Well, what do you expect? Hogan was just screwed 2 times. 2 times Hollywood was screwed over. So Kevin Nash just looking to even up the sides a little bit. You might talk about 2 guys outside the ring for Hollywood, but there's 2 guys inside the ring right now for Diamond Dallas Page, in my opinion.
Nice move. Oh, he drove him onto that steel chair.
Well, that's an illegal move, is it not?
Well, how the chair get in the ring? It wasn't because of Diamond Dallas Page. Again, Page going for the cover, and Scott Hall distracting the referee. Words exchanged now by Diamond Dallas Page and Scott Hall. These guys no strangers to one another.
No, not at all. Diamond Dallas Page was the first manager Hall ever had. Going way back to their days in the AWA.
Diamond Dallas Page going for the cutter. There it is.
And he plants Hollywood one more time. Hooks the leg. 1, 2. Oh, big save right there. Scott Hall tearing him out of the ring.
This is utterly ridiculous. The champion had this one won, and I think the referee is going to throw him out of the match. Scott Hall has been dispatched from ringside. Deep arm drag right there. Oh, returns the favor to Hogan, but now it is a one-on-one match.
Well, there will be no excuses at this point in time for Diamond Dallas Page because he's had the referee in his back pocket from the get-go.
Hogan with a big elbow drop. He's got him up. Power slam, we saw it earlier.
Hogan hooks the leg, that might be all she wrote.
And it's over. Hogan gets the win, and I feel confident saying that we will more than likely be seeing Hollywood Hulk Hogan challenging for that world title at the Clash of the Champions.
Well, we're going to look back on moments from this one, and there were plenty to see.
Diamond cutter right there, laid him out. Here it was, a power slam. But I've got to tell you, Hollywood, very fortunate in this one, because if it weren't for Scott Hall pulling the referee out earlier, this match would have been over.
Yeah, well, what if it weren't for a referee who didn't know how to count to 3, this match might have been over before that. It makes no difference. At the end of the day, you're looking at the winner.
Hollywood Hulk Hogan indeed victorious, and the likely challenger for the WCW World title at the Clash of the Champions. Fans, we've got more action still to come. Stay with us. All right, fans, we are back. We've got quite the lineup for you here tonight. Again, one half of the World Tag Team Champions. We saw him earlier tonight getting involved in a match that he wasn't supposed to be in. Now we're going to get to see him in a match he is supposed to be in.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you right now, Scott Hall, he's a member of the NWO, one of the founding fathers, and I'll tell you, he had every right, in my opinion, to do what he did in that match.
Steiner, Scott Hall, live and in living color.
Well, as you mentioned, half of the tag team champions, and I'll tell you a little something else. I believe at the Clash of the Champions, Hollywood Hulk Hogan is going to make it the perfect trilogy.
Pack. This is Sting. The red and black.
Well, right off the bat, what are you going to say? Sting walks down to the ring with an illegal object in his hand.
Well, it's more like a trademark, but you could also call it an equalizer. You saw what happened in the last match. If the NWO decides to get involved in this one, Sting's got someone he can rely on. That look on the Stinger's face says it all. He is here in all business.
Well, Sting has said he is going to rid the WCW of the plague that is the NWO. We'll see how he does here tonight.
Inverted atomic knee drop. Look at the look on the face of Scott Hall.
Yeah, well, how do you think your face would look if that happened to you?
Scott Hall button the boots to Sting. Winds him up, takes him down, drop down across the arm. We continue along the path, the journey, the travel to 2K18. And fans, we remind you, you will be the determining factor in the direction of the Nation Network for the 12 months beginning October 13th.
Well, actually, on October 14th, we are going to have an unprecedented event here on the Nation Network. We will be live streaming starting at 12 noon Eastern Standard Time. Exclusive 2K18 footage, all aspects of the game. We'll have an open forum, open conversation, live camera commentary.
That's Scott Hall kicking off, and Sting goes down. Irish whip to the ropes. Back out front. Power slam. Once again, Scott Hall continues to hand out the punishment to the Stinger. Scott Hall embarrassing Sting, trying to as he rubs his face into the mat, goes for the cover, gets two.
Yeah, he's doing a real number on Sting right now. Showing very little respect for the former world champion.
Dynamic suplex as he reversed out of the attempt by Sting.
Oh, look at this, Scott Hall with a big choke slam, and he plants the icon.
Sting has bled WCW for so long. He has been the loyal member of the Army, but he's on right now the outsider's edge.
That might be all she wrote right there. Scott Hall does the right thing by hooking the leg, and that could be all she wrote.
Sting managing to get a shoulder up.
Well, I've got to tell you, I'm right there with Scott Hall. That look of surprise, I share it right now. I didn't think there was a chance that Sting was going to kick out of that one.
And now Sting playing to the crowd.
Well, I'll always say the same thing. That's a mistake. Now look what happens. He turns around right into a belly-to-belly, and this crowd's not going to help him.
I disagree with you there. I think those chants by the crowd absolutely give him that extra momentum, that extra drive to power through the pain. And now Sting, oh, he's got him upside down for a tombstone. He caught him.
Just drove the head of Scott Hall into the mat, bounced him off about 12 inches.
And Hall kicks out.
Scott Hall, man, I'll tell you right now, that is a tough pill to swallow, but he swallowed it all right. Took it like a champ.
Just planted Sting with that spine buster. Again, failing to hook the leg.
And now Scott Hall back into the corner, calling on Sting to come up to his feet.
Drops him on the back of his head. And now Sting hooking the leg. 1, 2. Oh, he almost had him.
Scott Hall still had enough left to get that shoulder off the mat. Still had the wherewithal, knew where he was at.
And now Sting putting together a series of clotheslines. Clothesline into the corner. I thought we might see the Stinger splash. Up in the air, he's got him with a big slam, depositing Scott Hall in the middle of the ring. This could be it if he goes for what I think he's going to do.
Oh no, Scott Hall blocked that shot, turns it inside out, and now it's a Russian leg sweep. And now the tide is turned. Scott Hall measuring up the Stinger.
Outsider edge again. Will this be it?
He hit him with it, and I think that's all she wrote.
Referee's there. 1, 2. And Sting gets his shoulder up again. Look at the frustration of Scott Hall starting to show.
Well, I don't know if I can blame him. I'd be a little upset right there, too. That should have been a 3 count.
Nobody home. Sting is back on his feet. He's got him. What's he going to do? Overhead press. He couldn't finish it. Hall getting out. Atomic knee drop.
Yeah, but that took a little bit out of both of them. You see Scott Hall perhaps favoring that knee a little bit. And I'll say it again, that's a big mistake. Don't worry about these people at ringside. Finish that man off. You've got him in trouble now. Put him away.
Choke slam. The NWO already up 1-0 with a big victory earlier on tonight.
Well, the momentum behind the NWO right now is absolutely unsurmountable, and I'm not sure even somebody like Sting is going to survive this.
Sting with a DDT! There's a Stinger splash! He caught him with it!
Well, Sting caught him with it, but he's not following up, and I'm a little bit surprised. I would think usually after the Stinger splash, we see the Scorpion.
Oh, there it is! He's got the Scorpion Deathlock on! Scott Hall is in trouble!
Sting cinching way back on that. Scott Hall is in trouble. Referee is right there, but look at this. He powers out of it.
Scott Hall not gonna give it up. Back elbow striking Sting right in the face.
Oh, and here it goes. The outsider's edge. He'll plant him in the middle of the ring with this one.
There it is. Hooks the leg, referee. 2, 3, no!
Come on! You have got to be kidding me. These referees have been biased against the NWO all night long.
Scott Hall now going to work on Sting, raking the back. There's a choke slam. How much more can Sting take?
Well, Scott Hall doesn't think he can take any more. Goes for the cover. Come on, are you kidding me?
Scott Hall fails to hook the leg. Referee says Sting got up.
If he hits, it's over. There is no way Sting survives another one. That's 4 times. 4 times in this match.
And it is over.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I'm not necessarily a fan of the NWO, but I'm also not a fan of people getting screwed. And they have been getting screwed all night long by these referees. I, for one, would like to see a special referee appointed at the Clash of the Champions.
Well, there it was. We saw that tombstone pile driver that would have put a normal man out.
But Scott Hall is no normal man. As we look right here, that outsider's edge, and that's right, that's all there is to it.
Sting not moving. He is injured. We'll have to get some medical attention for Sting. Will the NWO continue to reign supreme over the WCW? Fans will be back with the main event right after this. All right, fans, we are back here live from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Monday Nitro, and the man getting ready to make his appearance. He is the former WCW World Heavyweight Champion. Many consider him to be one of the top challengers, and perhaps the man who will face Diamond Dallas Page at the Clash of the Champions. This is Goldberg.
Well, the key word right there in all of that is former. He was the champion. He is no longer the champion.
Well, I tell you right now, a big win tonight over Sid Vicious would make for a very interesting argument for the board of directors as they determine who is going to be taking on the WCW World Champion at the Clash of Champions.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Bill Goldberg, he's the real deal. He's very big, very strong, very tough, former NFL player. You don't make it to the NFL if you're soft. So nobody is going to say that about Bill Goldberg. He's the real deal. Can he beat Sid Vicious here tonight? Very likely, very possibly. I don't know about likely, but possibly, yes. He could. Do I think he's going to? I'm not so sure.
Well, not being so sure is not making that kind of bold prediction that you made earlier tonight.
Well, that's because I don't feel the same level of confidence that I felt earlier tonight. But as you know, whenever I predict something, almost always it comes true.
It has been a hell of a year for the body. I won't argue that.
That's right, it has been, and don't you ever forget it. That's why the body rules. I'm the one who calls it like it is.
All right, here he comes. The man that rules the world, Sid Vicious.
He rules the world because he can. And tonight he's going to try to rule the world of Bill Goldberg. And that is going to be a very tall order, but Sid is a very tall man, so I think he's up to it.
Well, we just saw the Razor's Edge earlier in the match previously. Sid has that power bomb. How do you figure those two moves equate to one another?
Well, they're similar in certain ways, but I think the power bomb, especially Sid's version of it, one of the most unbelievably damaging moves in wrestling, because he brings you down with this centrifugal force, and there is nothing to break your fall except your back.
Of course, Goldberg with that jackhammer, and if he gets you up in that, I don't care how big you are. We've seen him do it to everybody on the roster at one point in time or another. Power slam right there. Vicious gonna work.
Well, early on, Sid Vicious really having his way with Goldberg, and that's something a little bit unusual. We don't see too many men manhandle Bill Goldberg, and even Goldberg's got to be a little taken aback by that one.
All right, Goldberg now going around, mounting from the side, working the head and the neck area of Sid Vicious. Continuing to do work.
Well, I'll tell you right now, the head and the neck area, Vicious is probably one of his strongest areas. He's got a very powerful neck. Those trapezius muscles are thick. And I'm not sure if Goldberg is attacking the right body part. You might want to go on after a leg on a guy like this. you're looking at 6'6", 6'7" of big Sid Vicious, and if you can take out one of those two legs, where all of a sudden he becomes a much more vulnerable opposition.
Go for that suplex. Reversed by Goldberg. Saw that sign in the background, the master of the powerbomb, and indeed he is. And as you stated earlier, if he's able to hit with it, I believe it'll be all over.
Well, Goldberg just went for a drop kick and he missed, but he's able to make up for it by powering out of that attempt by Sid.
Back and forth they go, and now Sid with an atomic knee drop, dropping Goldberg. Big boot to the face, and Goldberg suddenly in trouble.
Well, we'll see how much trouble he's in right now. He's fighting his way back. We expected that he would. He's got him up in the air. Oh, look at that. Look what he just did right there.
Taking a page out of the look of Sid with a power bomb, but he power bombed him into the ropes.
All kinds of damage to the neck. And now he's throwing Psycho Sid around the ring. Earlier on, we talked about the fact that Goldberg wasn't used to being manhandled. But do you think Psycho Sid is?
No, this is definitely new territory for probably both of these men. Goldberg charging across the ring. German suplex. Could this be it? He's got him up. Jackhammer, he hit him.
Well, Goldberg didn't go right for the pinfall. I'm a little bit surprised, but he got him anyway.
Unbelievable. I've got to tell you, I am surprised that he was able to put him away that easily, but he did.
Well, I'm also surprised.
We are looking at him right here. Bill Goldberg victorious. Well, the powers that be are going to have a tough decision to make between Hollywood Hulk Hogan and Bill Goldberg, who will be challenging at the Clash of the Champions, Diamond Dallas Page.
Well, I still say Hollywood Hulk Hogan beat the champion here tonight, so he should be getting the title match. We'll see what happens, though.
Fans, thank you for joining us. Once again, you'll be the ones determining the fate of the Nation Network for the 2K18 season. If you want more WCW action, make sure you click that like button. We'll see you next time right here on the Nation Network. So long, everybody.